Hello, this is Marvelyn Brown with the Inner Word Minute, and thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to talk about digging deeper. So, if you're someone who is starting an online business, you may be like a lot of us. When we start out, we have no idea what we're getting into. We have no idea, in a lot of cases, where to start, and we're certainly not interested in digging deeper. So I want to talk about the importance of digging deeper. And the earlier you recognize the need for digging deeper, the faster you will start to reach your goals. So when you're starting an online business and you want to hit the ground running, and maybe you are, especially I started out, let me just back up, because I started out in network marketing. So I saw all these people who were so successful. They were, going across the stage, getting these huge checks, and they were in all the recognitions, all the literature. They were, at the top of my organization. Some of them were, people under them were responsible for bringing me into the organization. And so I was seeing a lot of success. Had no idea what it took to get that success. Had no idea that the thing that I was seeing, the final result, them walking across the stage and getting their recognition and getting those humongous checks, I had no idea how they got there. They made it look so easy. And so I want to just caution anybody, if you're in network marketing, or maybe you're in affiliate marketing. There are a lot of people who are, killing it in affiliate marketing. And they do the YouTube videos, or they do the income reports or whatever. And you see all this money that they're making. You have no idea what they did to get to where they are. You don't know how long they struggled. You don't know how the intricate details that run behind the scenes that allow them to get the results that they're getting. So I want to give you some tips today on things that you can do and things that you want to avoid when you are starting an online business. So this episode is actually called Digging Deeper to Move Forward. So if you're stuck in Freebie City, this is the first mistake that a lot of new online business owners make. Maybe you are having financial difficulties, and that is the reason you have started your online business. Maybe you were laid off from a job and you have no income, and you're looking to an online business to be this magic slot machine that all you have to do is just pull the handle and all the money just comes flowing in. I want you to get away from that kind of thinking. If you are someone who has lost your job and you need an immediate source of income, you need to be thinking about some other ways to bring in income until your business takes off. And anybody who tells you that you can just start an online business, or you can start a network marketing business, or an affiliate marketing business, or a direct sales marketing business, and just, as soon as you start, the next week you're going to just start making all this money, those people are misleading you. There is a lot of work. And now, at the same time, I'm not saying that this is not possible. It is possible for people to achieve results in a short period of time. But the thing that they don't tell you a lot of times is that either they've had some mentoring or some coaching, or they have had some kind of feedback. Maybe they know someone who has an online business who has taken them under their wing. But if you don't have those kinds of resources or those kinds of people that you can call on, you are going to, kind of go down a lot of different twists and turns if you believe that you just, throw up a website, or you throw up a YouTube channel or whatever, and you just start making money. So I want you to kind of think about, you don't want to be stuck in Freebie City. It's great to follow people. However, you may be following a lot of people. This is what I did when I started out. I was following, the people in my organization. And then some of the people in my organization were showing me how to do things in a way that didn't work for, my personality and the way that I wanted to run my business. And so I looked for different resources. And because of that, I found a course. And, it was kind of expensive at the time. It was expensive for me at the time. It cost about, I think it was like $1,200 or something like that. But I signed up for it, and I really got a lot of value out of what, I was being taught. I was actually being taught how to build an online business. So I started following the people that taught the course. I followed the people in my organization, and then I followed some people on Twitter and some people on YouTube. And, it's really easy for you as a new person. You're trying to absorb all this information. And so it's really easy to get bogged down following a lot of people and really not getting enough information. Maybe you're getting a nugget here and a nugget there, but you don't have enough to put all the pieces together. So when you're getting a little bit here and a little bit there, that's not enough for you to actually start a successful online business. And the thing that a lot of times, we don't even take notes. So maybe we watch a YouTube video and someone shows us how to do something. We don't even take notes. So we have nothing to really refer to so that we can sort out how to get our business together. And so you have to ask yourself, are you getting what you need from the free resources? Maybe you are just starting out and you haven't collected a lot of free resources yet. However, over time, you're going to find that all those free resources, when you put them all together, they still don't give you everything that you need. And so that's what we're going to talk about in this episode. So now, looking beyond the surface, you want to look at videos or even the typical landing pages, that people have on their sites. You want to check out maybe their products and see how they have structured things on their site. And when you do that, guess what? All you're doing is scratching the surface. So if you're watching this video, I'm just going to fix this image because I want to show you. This is the page that you're more than likely going to land on my site. So when you go to my site, say for instance you're following me, you go to my site, you check it out. If you look at that first page, it's going to tell you what my business is about. It's going to give you some options, some things that you might want to click on. But if you never go past that first page, or even if you go into my blog posts and you kind of scan through the blog posts, but you really don't read them, or you really don't, look at the videos and take notes and think about, what people are saying in their videos or whatever, then you'll just end up with a bunch of scattered, information. And so what ends up happening is you may look at 2 or 3 videos in the run of a day. You may listen to a podcast. You may even read an article. But if you don't take notes, if you don't sit down and evaluate what you have just learned, if you don't implement what you have just learned, even those little nuggets, if you never implement them, you will never know if they work. So this is the thing. When you look at videos and you're looking at the typical landing page, these resources are never going to give you everything you need. They're going to give you something that you can think about. Just like when you listen to this podcast, it's really impossible for you to get everything you need from a podcast. A podcast is really great for giving you things to think about and giving you access to additional resources that you can check out later. Now, if you're working or if you've got kind of a hectic lifestyle, maybe you've got kids and a family, you have to kind of weave in time to make all of this possible. So you need more details. You need to be able to put all the pieces together in order to really get results in your business. And those people that you see on the stage, those people that are getting those huge checks, they have put the pieces together, and they have put them together in a way that enables them to get those huge checks. They're generating traffic, they're generating leads, they're generating sales. But unless you take one of their courses, or whether you sit down with them and have them walk you through the behind the scenes things, a lot of people hire virtual assistants, and the virtual assistants are doing things in the background. Some people use automation. Automation does a lot of the heavy lifting for them in the background. Some people use both. They have, virtual assistants, and they have automation that they have implemented that enables them to get results. And this is the thing. In order to get results passively, you have to have systems that run in the background. And so even if you look at last week's episode talked about automation. But in order for you to really understand automation and all the things that go into it, we only covered, in last week's episode, we covered one aspect of automation, the lead generation portion. So, setting up an automated lead generation system in your business will take care of, the heavy lifting when it comes to converting visitors into leads. And that's really the first step in building an online business, generating leads. But there are other parts that also need to be automated. And we talked about that as well. But it's virtually impossible for me to, be on a podcast and explain to you how automation works without doing some kind of demonstration. And so the thing that I want you to take away from this, if you take nothing else away, is that you need in-depth demonstrations. You need someone to walk you through, setting up automation. If you are, for example, trying to figure out who your ideal customers are. Some people start an online business, they don't even know who their customers are. They don't know who they're trying to reach. They don't know how to structure or position themselves as an authority. There's so many different things that you need to do to be successful with your online business. That doesn't mean that it's overly complicated. It doesn't mean that it's rocket science. It doesn't mean that the average person can't do it. But what it means is, if you don't have that mentorship, that coursework, or something that helps you to understand how to put all the pieces together, you can spin your wheels forever. So in order to make progress in your online business, these are some of the things that I think you should do. You should step back and evaluate and prioritize who you are following. So what are you trying to accomplish in your business? Where are you at in your online business process? Are you at the very beginning? Have you been at it for a while? Or have you been at it for a very long while? Now, if you've been at it for a very long while and you were really getting the results you were looking for, then you wouldn't need a course. You would be getting results and you would be humming along. But if you've been at it for a long time and you're not getting results, there's no shame in taking a course, or investing in yourself when it comes to personal development, so that you can get to where you need to be. So if you're following, a zillion people, maybe you need to cut that list down to, only a few people, and focus on those few people and look further than just their, outward appearance. When they post something on Twitter or YouTube, or they write a blog post, they're probably, if there's someone who is successful, they probably got a course, or they've got some kind of free download, or they've got some kind of content that you can get from them that will let you know whether they are truly a good fit for you. And if they are a good fit, then you may need to invest in, getting some training or some mentoring or some one-on-one coaching from those individuals. So once you figure out, who you need to follow, and, maybe you are also someone who is on a tight budget. If you're on a tight budget, then you need to think about, um, how much you can allocate to personal development. But create a budget once you have evaluated who you want to follow, who would be the best person or the best people to follow. Create a budget for personal development. Put that money aside on a regular basis, and then invest in courses that will enable you to dig deeper and get past the surface so that you can move ahead in your business. These are the three things that I would recommend, because you can follow and just be all over the place, following all these people, looking at their YouTube videos, checking out their podcast, checking out, um, the content that they provide to the general audience. And this is the thing: most people, if you're following someone who is successful, I'm sure, will have some additional content that you can use to build your business. So definitely take a look at who you're following, and even if it means that you have to cut the list down to like 3 or 4 people, 2 or 3 people, but narrow down your list of people and really focus on what they're instructing you to do. And if you find that they're not giving you advice that works, then take them off your list and stick someone else on your list and start following them. And then the goal, of course, is to earn passive income. So you want to, after you figure out who to follow and you've invested in courses, hopefully courses that will enable you to reach some of your goals, the next step is to put the focus on building a funnel, building a process, your sales and marketing process. And then once you have a process that works, you want to use automation to pull those pieces together. You want to travel down the road that your ideal customers take to do business with you, and then evaluate whether it's an easy process or whether it's an uphill battle. If it's an uphill battle for people to do business with you, then you need to figure out ways to eliminate obstacles and streamline your process. And then once you streamline your process, make sure to update your automation so that you can make buying quick and easy. Next, don't be afraid to fail. Failure is part of the process. Believe it or not, everyone who has been successful has failed. They may not ever mention that to you, but most people who have been successful have failed. And the failure is a lot of times what leads them to find additional resources, to find people that they can network with, or people that are teaching a course that will help them, get better at what they need to do. So build in the expectation that you are going to suck at some things, but then you'll also excel at others. And so you're never going to know what you're good at if you're too afraid to fail. Those failures really help you to understand, what you need to work on, what you need to improve, and it also tells you the things that you're good at. Now, a lot of people hire out the things that they're not able to do on their own. And so, there again, if you're sticking with that freebie mentality or you stay in Freebie City, you are never going to be able to get your business where it needs to go, because you're never going to want to invest in any, personal development. You're never going to want to hire out someone, pay someone to do the things that you're not good at doing. And this is the thing: if you have a business and you're serious about your business, you have to be willing to invest in things that will take your business forward. So the free route may not be the best route, and especially when you're starting out, you may need more resources. And so think about that when you are trying to, save money and you're getting all the freebie stuff. You may be doing yourself a disservice. So here are a few courses that I suggest. Now, you are definitely free to go out and do your own research, but these are some of the courses that I suggest, and I'll put links to these below this video. So there is a course called the Attraction Marketing Formula. That was the first course that I ever took when I started, and when I took this course, I was in network marketing. And what you'll find is when you look at the material, when you look at the advertising, it's going to talk a lot about network marketing. However, the concepts that you learn in this course can apply to any business model. So whether you're an affiliate marketer, and actually they have an affiliate program. So when you take this course, you can, and if you're in network marketing or direct sales, this course is going to be a perfect fit for you, because people in these industries have, two different components. They have the products that they're selling, as well as they're trying to also build a team. And so the Attraction Marketing Formula talks about all of that. And it also talks about, setting yourself up in a way that attracts people to you, within that network marketing framework. So that was the first course that I took. I got so much value out of that course that sparked me or motivated me to buy. They basically upsold me to a course that was about $1,200, and that was their VIP membership at the time. So, but you can start out with the Attraction Marketing Formula. I think it's around $47, $50, something like that. And so it's very affordable, and you get a lot of great information. If you take the course, if you implement, what you learn in the course, you are going to learn so much about how to build a network marketing empire. There's also a thing called magnetic sponsoring. Now, this course is really a book, and they actually send you a book. It's not an ebook, it's a book that they actually put in the mail. And this book also taps into some of those attraction marketing concepts. Now, you can get this book for $0. So you can get it for free. The only thing they ask is that you pay for the shipping and handling. And depending on where you live, it could be, 10, 20, well, hopefully not $20, but it's going to probably be around the $10 price range to send this over to you. But, it's worth every penny. And as I said, this is a book that you would have to read. And, I think we need to get back into the process of sitting down, having peace and quiet, and reading a book. However, a lot of us, because we have these hectic lifestyles, we don't have time to read a book. So if you're not a book reader, magnetic sponsoring is not for you. But, this information, the information in this booklet can really help you to get your business to the next level. Social Retail and Enrollment Blueprint. Now, this is a course that teaches you how to use video. So if you're someone who's interested in starting a YouTube channel, this course is going to walk you through how to create a video, how to set up your video, equipment. It's going to give you all of the things that you need to set up videos that sell your products and services. So there again, this would be a good course to take if you are selling anything, if you're selling any kind of product. Facebook ads techniques. Now, this is really going to help you if you are into Facebook ads. If you want to know how to do Facebook ads, you need to take a course before you start spending a lot of money. Facebook ads are great if you know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing with Facebook ads, you can waste a whole lot of money. And so I would recommend taking a course. This is a great course to take. It's a course that's available on Fiverr. And I'll put links to all these below this video. Social Media Marketing Fundamentals. Now, this is also a good course because a lot of us don't know how to use social media in a way that benefits us. So we get on, we don't know what to post, we don't know who we're talking to, we don't know who our ideal customers are, we don't know what to say to people, to get them motivated and pumped about our business. And so social media is really the way that you grow your business, it's the way that you generate traffic, it's the way that you bring people into your business. So this is also an important course to take. Now, all of these courses are available for less than $100. Now, I think maybe the social, retail, and enrollment blueprint might be a little more than $100, but these are all courses that are designed to help you build an online business. And they are taught by reputable people who know what they're doing. So I would recommend that you look into, if you don't like this list of courses, you can definitely do a search on Google for any kind of course, or look at the people that you are following and see what kind of courses they offer as well. So I'm going to go ahead and sign off. This has been about a half an hour, and I hope you've gotten some information that will help you. You can always check out my blog for more details, as well as the show notes from the podcast. I'm also going to put a video on my site that will give you additional information. So be sure to check out, I have a resource page on my site. So that kind of breaks down some of the resources that I use to build my online business. And some of these courses are going to be listed on that resource page. So you can check that out as well at inwardservices.com/resources. So thanks for hanging out with me today. I'm going to go ahead and sign off, and I will see you next week on the Inner Word Minute. Have a great day. Talk to you soon.